कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. Welcome to our time travel show because I'm in the past, but this is the future. I'll explain. This means it's one of those shows, Naveen Urjita, where we basically are not here. As in, we are here, but we're not here because they are good to see it. The live people, the 8 people who are live, we'll see it on a Monday at 10 o'clock, our special preview of premium people.
Yeah.
And we have already been here and done this show on a Sunday. So we are live, but not live. I love those shows. And why? Because I'm in Hyderabad. Although I'm here at the moment, I'm in Hyderabad when you watch it. KCR called. There's some problem with the Congress. Sort it out. Elections on the corner. Telangana. Because my mother-in-law stays there, is a very personal issue with me. I always go to help. Delhi, Kejriwal called. I couldn't go. For me, it's Kejriwal is an egg in Bombay, Gym and Willingdon and
Yeah,
CCI.
and right now with the current air, it's not conducive.
No. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And Mumbai is in the finals of that. Yeah. What are you talking about? We're talking about air, whatever. What's the word? Air pollution.
Air quality index.
Air quality.
AQI.
AQI.
Yeah.
That threw me too
Should I
much.
start the camera?
No.
right? No, na?
What?
Okay.
You don't want the camera.
You are on.
Ujita, how sweetly you asked. The
Yeah,
vain
because
men were not even bothered about the pretty woman that we have on the show.
I thought like, acha, baad mein introduction वगैरह कि acha, we have these guests. But Naveen started talking and I was like, okay, no. Should I just...
Naveen and I just continue like from last week. We don't even stop
Yeah,
to say
we've
anything.
been here only.
Yeah. In the meantime, you will see the eye of a human being that's coming into the show for the private viewers. That is a very young item number called Supria. Supria unfortunately has a little bit of hair growth on her face, so I don't know whether it's a cultivated act, and I suppose discerning viewership if you like that kind of thing. But we are very woke. Have we got her? We've got her. I can see her.
Yeah, I will always see.
Okay, in the meantime, Ujita seems to have a health issue. She's undergoing some sort of problem because we are recording this on a Sunday morning, and these are hardworking night comedians. Okay, did you
Yeah.
have a gig yesterday, Ujita?
Yes.
Then,
Yeah.
so 12 baje tak, I think.
I
kam se
reached
kam?
home at 12:30.
12:30.
Yeah.
And then, and she lives far away, not in Mumbai. So it took a long time to get home and then get back here, and she's
Yeah.
been on time. So a lot of love and respect from, not me, I don't care, but people who are
I
watching.
appreciate it, yeah, because
Yeah.
I stopped doing that 4 years ago and life has changed
Yeah.
for the better.
Yeah.
I am not doing
Hey, when you were
outside
producing
job.
the show, you were still in this thing, no?
Bhayandar,
Bhayandar. And you were, because I remember there were days when we were calling and you were not close by.
Yeah, because I was dangling for my dear life.
Yeah.
Answering a phone call is not my most.
I know, I feel that's really mean
yeah.
on my part. Sitting in
Yeah.
AC comfort and coming there,
But that's
40
what. So
minute
those are the
drive.
times that convince me that I can't live this life anymore,
Yeah.
and I cannot. I look at the photo, and like even now,
Mm.
some of these reels will glorify this shit. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Like, oh, and then some idiots are running because somebody's sitting in the train and capturing them getting in the train with full speed, which is risky as fuck. Because while that shot is looking great because you see how people are catching it running, some 20 people have fallen down and have been stampeded by this time. I've seen that life also.
But-
So even when there were locals, because locals are the ones that come empty and then people rush in, right? I would just stand at the back. I've made friends with the gang. They let me inside. Uske alawa, I
But
don't want to.
iconic national award winning comedian Ashish Shakya once told me that
Sorry.
he didn't want to leave. He didn't want to leave Navi Mumbai. Seriously,
Yeah.
he said, "Because I'll be the most famous person in Navi Mumbai." I'm just thinking. So if you're Bhayandar's greatest product, just hear me out.
It is
So
true.
like I
though.
could be Malba Hill's most famous guy or something like that. Sometimes why do you have to leave the Ilaka when you could be the prince of the Ilaka? But once you go to the big C, then there are other people. Equity.
Because it's very difficult to set up our kingdoms over there, no? So
Why?
There is no land to sit up.
Yeah.
So okay. So economically speaking,
subjects.
it's a backward
Yeah.
country
I'll-
or whatever.
I'll tell
Third
you,
world
like
feeling.
Kalyan mein also, like there were like 1 or 2 comedians who tried setting up like a comedy room. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, it's not
And-
there.
I can't, but why not? There are people everywhere. You just cater to the right market. That's it. Whatever the right market
But that's
is.
the thing, right? Like a South Bombay or a Bandra comedian won't do well in a Bhayandar.
Maybe, fair
It's
enough.
Like it's obvious.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
But in Kalyan, if she starts, I mean, you can't only do local shows which talk only about Kalyan and the roads. But at some point, I'm saying people are the same. Those who are upwardly mobile and into all this, slowly they'll start coming
The
out.
ones who are upwardly
Try.
mobile are expensive.
Have left
Like,
Kalyan.
They've lived
Okay,
there.
okay.
They have kids now.
Look at the
they
way
are-
he's
yeah.
talking.
Yeah, no, and see, like that's a point, right? Ki I also tried. I also could have tried, but the thing is, ki I tried event management, comedy room management in Bandra long ago, and I sucked at it.
Pujita ban gayi
I-
entrepreneur.
No,
I-
I was an intern and I sucked at
Yeah,
that
it's,
job
it's, a, it's a
also.
must for all of us to go through that kind of
Yeah.
passage.
There's a type of guy, comedian or not, who's just good at being an entrepreneur with whatever else they do.
Yeah, like
Hmm.
for example, Pankaj,
Punit.
who runs J Spot, Punit also, yeah.
Yeah.
They have a knack for great venues and like
You know
understanding.
what?
Gia.
You know what
also,
I've seen
yeah.
Punit do? He used to come to our CNBC shoot and then say, "No, I want to go and check out places, recce's."
Hmm.
So he's like a businessman in his head. He's trying to see यहाँ पे कितना क्या
Yeah.
crowd मिलेगा. And that's just, there's no setup yet, but he's investing in his later possible potential clients. So
Correct.
Punit one day is going to be a multi-millionaire. Guys, you be nice to him. And he's such a miser, we'll not know. Okay, he'll still
He
say
already
train.
is for all we know. That's
I
what
think
I'm
so. I think
Yeah.
he's bought now Borivali. One whole, like, either east or west is his.
I think of all the comedians, I think if you told this to me about Punit that he is a billionaire, I would believe it.
Because you won't know now.
Naveen, I won't believe.
She knows my lifestyle.
Naveen,
very
as you
well.
get richer, does it show? Are you more flashy? I think a little bit, yeah.
Slightly.
You like the good things and all. You're a little
Yeah, of
different,
course.
yeah.
Like, what is life if not for living?
Punit, thanks to his Sindhi bloodline,
But
will
this
not
is
change the clothes.
This is so true about Naveen because if I may, like
Yeah.
I didn't know him that well previous, like 4
Thank
5
God.
years ago.
huh?
But even then, like I could see, I don't know if this is right to say this or not, but because he has upgraded his lifestyle, he looks way younger now. I don't know if I can say that,
It's
but that's
true, I
okay,
agree, I
right?
agree.
Yeah.
I also had to change my lifestyle a little bit.
Ujita,
in
he
terms
doesn't
of-
like girls. If you want to praise a man, praise me or Sparish or Rishi. We feel better. He doesn't care.
You have to be a comedian for that.
What a
Yeah.
beautiful line. A straight slap
Because
on
we're
the
so
face
used to
of
saying
the
nasty things about each other behind our backs.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to say nice things in
True,
front.
true.
How else will we make a podcast happen?
But it's amazing how some people do look younger with a little success and all, no?
That's
No,
true.
I have a
That's true.
comparative photo, and I remember when you were used to intern at Gia's comedy ladder thing
Yeah.
only, right? So, and then there was a point where my lifestyle was so shit, like it was all dark circles.
You were wearing shirts.
Shirt, like
You were only wearing
like
shirts.
loose jeans and sandals. Like when you give up on life, that's what it looked like.
Or
And-
join the Communist Party of India. because
yeah,
that's
basically
very
look
similar
like Karl
outfit.
Marx in progress.
Yeah.
So
Oh, advertising in the 80s. If you guys have any friends or cousins from there.
yeah, just
Everyone wore jeans, chappals, and one kurta.
everybody.
And
I
you're an
remember
artist.
because my first days of like post engineering getting high days were with the ad guys only.
Yeah.
Who were between shoots and would come and get baked with us and then
Yeah.
just be like smelling like balls, okay, for days. And just going in and out of shoots for 5 days in just one shot. It's just the worst. That's what I'm seeing. Like, I'm so glad sometimes.
Wait, I'm writing down this Gen Z terms, smelling like balls. I have to use this.
It's not Gen
This
Z.
is it's not even
I don't
Gen
even,
Z.
whatever it is. Yeah.
I
Really
think
me.
we went through the Gen Z terms
Who's
last
Gen
time.
Z? I know, but who's, so
I think I'm
who
Gen
are we?
Zer.
You're younger, right? You're the
Yeah.
youngest.
You are
You're millennial.
you're boomer.
No, I'm baby boomer.
Yeah, I'm
Right? I'm baby boomer.
Yeah,
You're what?
I'm millennial. Yeah,
You're millennial, and
91.
she's after that.
I'm almost Gen Z. 1998 is Gen Z.
yeah,
right?
Gen Z. Even Abhi is
yeah.
Gen Z.
Yeah.
Wow.
Post 97.
What is Sparsh?
What year? Yeah, I was Gen Z.
Same as
yeah.
her. So they're Gen Z, and Rishi does. He's from Panvel. It doesn't matter.
He's Gen P.
उसकी birth year Roman
Yeah.
numerals में
वो
है क्या वो?
इतना उदास looking आदमी है उधर एक पीछे. I'm not.
It's such a funny thing because Panvel की बाजू में there's a station called Pain.
Yeah,
And
you're telling me.
and Abhi and I have been going
That's-
joke like whenever
that's
they
our
say I'm
drive.
in Pain, I'm in Panvel. You know that's
Can you imagine how many people have done that pun? Because all the traffic jams when you're driving also are in pain.
yeah, I'm in Pain. Yeah.
Okay, so everyone is sending messages, I'm in pain,
Yeah.
It's like Cyrus survival. It's one of those things where after 30, 40 times, people should be fined,
Yeah.
right?
For
This is
sure.
too much.
Yeah,
Anyway, who's in charge of our show and why aren't we talking about all the
we're all
important
in
things
charge of this show, sir.
that
It's
happened on a Monday?
big
Oh, by the way,
great
Naveen is
communist.
working very hard since this is the show to talk about this fact on, which is that we are having the celebration in December.
Oh.
And Naveen is very close to clinching the deal. And within a week or so,
Celebration. What is this about? Tell
you're
me.
part of it, unless you don't want to come.
So basically, the fans, the fans would love
like a
the
meet
show.
and greet
Want
podcast.
to meet Cyrus, yeah, in person. We do a luncheon, drinks and stuff like that. Only thing is, Big Boss is injured right now.
The permission.
Amit is not
See, we
feeling
are
well.
bureaucratic setup, na?
Yeah.
The Supreme Court hai, फिर executive, legislature, bureaucracy. So what happens? Yeah, exactly. By Monday, while recording is injured, by Monday he'll be okay. So it's a very confusing
Hopefully,
situation.
yeah.
वही मैं बोल रही हूँ दिसंबर में है तो तब 2 महीने तक कैसे चलेगी इंजरी?
2 महीना नहीं है, less than 1 month ना boss.
Bro, it's November.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Ujita, दारू बंद कर.
Oh my
Stop
God.
drinking now.
It's
This is too much,
Yeah.
yaar.
25th of November.
I don't know. I was
Kalyani
thinking
Black
December
Label
is
hai.
2 months away.
Same place, no? Kalyani Black Label, same place. Kalyan. Huh?
Remember.
There's a Kalyani Black
What are you
Label
saying? You
also?
don't know?
No.
When I was growing up, these are all great brands, yeah.
It's not from
By the way,
Kalyan.
today
Of
today is
course
a
not.
great
Yeah.
fucking
There
day.
is no connection in India with the name and the place.
Yeah.
5th November is the day Marty McFly traveled back to the future.
Wow.
That's what.
And Himanshu Doshi?
Who the fuck is
Well, for me, that's the feeling I got when you mentioned whatever you mentioned.
Who the
Arey,
fuck
now
is
who-
Back to the
Malti?
Future?
Yeah, exactly.
Back to the Future, you don't know?
I know
You know
vaguely.
Doctor-
That
Yeah,
I was
Michael J. Fox thingy, no?
Yeah.
Dude, I was thinking Priyanka Chopra ki
Yeah.
beti ne kya kiya?
I don't understand what they're
Malti is her daughter's
If
name.
one is a millennial, one is a Gen Z, and one is a God knows what, it's very difficult to have a conversation about references. Please let us not take references.
So, okay, Guy Fawkes. You know Guy Fawkes?
Guy Fawkes, my type, my type.
Today's also Guy Fawkes.
I saw it live.
Yeah, the gunpowder, treason, and
Oh
plot.
shit, that was October 31st, no?
No, it was 5th November. It's in the poem also. Remember,
No,
5th of November.
but the whole Halloween thing is also Guy Fawkes, no?
That's a mask thing.
When he fox up.
No, that's not.
Don't laugh at that.
I'm just looking at a producer go, "Ye kya bol rahe hai?" Aisa kuch
Rishi
samajh
is like
nahi
my
aa
wife
raha hai.
Aisha, but better looking. He just zones out. Then when it's over, he zones in again.
Okay,
And that's
let's
the
go.
best way to enjoy our podcast. We should put this on the disclaimer. Zone out. Enjoy the hour.
And Rishi is like the horizontal Malik, not like the face wise.
What do you mean?
Because
What
Malik,
have you got to do to become a
Malik,
comedian?
when
My
the-
God.
when
My
the
God.
singers are singing, Malik just like
Yeah.
bobs his head like that,
Yeah.
and Rishi does this when podcasters are talking.
So he's more like a
That's,
tennis audience because they have to go side to side.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Ting,
Nice.
ting, ting, ting.
Yeah, he's
Hey,
doing
we
that
should
again.
also talk about how.
He's really doing it. What an excellent observation by Ujita. He's really doing it. We must
Yeah.
keep him in the
I
camera so
noticed
people
him
can.
thrice. When you asked him what year he was born, he just did this. I'm like, I was also thinking mentally, at what
Yeah.
point
Yeah,
does
in your mind, you're thinking Kishori Amonkar is performing in the background and the head is bobbing and all that. I get what you're saying.
Acha, so we should talk about how both of us had premieres at Geo Mami.
Oh, you also did?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
We did.
She said that with love. Otherwise, it could be really sarcastic.
Or surprise. I
Yeah,
don't know.
luckily, Ujita at the moment is showing love. I can call it.
Why would
But I
it
can
be
see a lot of people, same
sarcastic?
line, same tone is everything. Same line could be really
No,
mean.
but
Like, oh, you also.
it's a lot of
Ah.
fun.
Huh.
I want to talk about Vinso and what happened.
Yeah, please tell us.
So, we had this film, lovely Marathi film called Vinso, directed and created by Sumit Nathu, who is also a very, very funny comedian. Vinso is basically about three right wingers who are trying to like gain some
मुश्किल से
clout.
मिलेगा इंडिया में यार. 3,
No.
maybe
Yeah.
1.
Yeah,
So-
very rare crop. Yeah.
Such a odd thing. Yeah.
Right winger. So basically, like Sumit has a different way of talking about the film, of course. But my way is basically this: that three right wingers who are trying to like gain some clout in the city, but they are failing at it always.
Hmm.
But and I play right winger who beats up people
Wow.
who's also homophobe.
Wow.
Yeah,
Homophobe.
so close to home.
So what, you beat up guys who are gay?
No, I just beat up guys who basically what right wingers do.
So people who come to your audience,
Beat
you-
up
you-
educated
yeah,
people.
you beat up people who come to your
right.
audience when you're doing your comedy. Basically.
Yeah,
Basically,
yeah.
a dark comedy
Yeah.
short
Yeah.
film,
Huh.
and I was like the premiere.
But
day,
do
I
the
was
right
gonna go, but
wingers get it that it's satire and all that? Sometimes I wonder if they think, wow, क्या great picture है, क्या idea है. हम
Sometimes
लोग भी मानना पड़ेगा.
That's
और
what
को.
I'm saying. Like Stephen Colbert's character sometimes, right? Like
yeah.
the way he played it, everybody
Yeah.
right wing was convinced that he was on
Yeah,
their side.
yeah, he's the orthodox
Sometimes-
American.
Yeah, so I think Sumit has a knack like that. Even if you
Yeah.
see his comedy,
I
he
think
does.
it'll work really well when satire is not understood by the people you're trying to talk to.
Yeah,
You know, in a sense.
Some of the shows that we do, Sumit will come and do like this right wing character, and
Yeah.
he really owns it.
Yeah.
So when you write it like that, it's fun to like have it. You know what I'm saying?
Like
Yeah.
one of my favorite stories on our CNN IBN show, which is no longer there sadly, is that we did one
The show that was.
No, we did one. There was a famous Praveen Togadia from Gujarat, who
Yeah,
was
yeah, I know.
not infamous, if you like. And Kunal played the character a couple of times, and he called us up and congratulated us.
Nice.
And you know, what do you say? He actually called
Wow.
personally.
Oh, man.
Found the number, found us in the studio and
I
everything.
only remember Kunal's Karunanidhi where he would do blackface.
Bro, I was
My
no.
favorite
No,
thing.
we had to be a little careful with all
Can
this.
we talk about all this?
Yeah, I mean it happened. So and it's members only.
No, because-
Okay,
See-
okay. Oh, then okay. अरे फिर तो क्या लुच्चे
Yeah.
बड़वे एक कुछ भी बोल दो क्या फर्क पड़ता है?
it's the only leeway
No,
we
but
have.
it's a damn tough thing in India because in India the racism is on another level. Na? What
Yeah,
do they know in
yeah.
America? Na, kuch nahi. Americans are, I mean, they're such innocent people compared to us. So what
Yeah.
happens is literally, if you ever work with makeup people and you're all working now, they talk in the most racist way when they're doing the character. Usko aur kala kar, usko aur kala. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just there's no question of being politically correct. I really love makeup people only for the way they talk, and not just the color, fat, thin.
Yeah.
You know, Prahlad Thakkar was on the show the other day, and I was just telling people he was so funny on the mic. He's just insulted everyone straight. If you're like me or Naveen, one will be okay because whatever. But there are enough people who come who are very touchy. They've done their makeup, especially ladies, with no disrespect, and then you would just be like, "Oh, she's looking terrible, yaar." On the PA. Oh, ye kya hai?
but
Camera ke samne mat lana.
When he has the
Things
power,
like this, huh?
It's like that.
Huh?
Yeah.
You have the power to do it, then kind of
No, he
like
likes to be straightforward and then get
Yeah.
on with it. That was his style. He was not
But like it's always weird to like talk to people who have got no context about today's world. Like they don't know what is wrong to say. कि, अरे
Thanks.
ऐसे काला किसी को नहीं.
Sweetie, thanks. Uncle is very upset. Huh?
ऐसे किसी को the thing is you can't even tell them कि this is wrong because उनके पास internet ही नहीं है. So you feel like कि like where do I start the
नहीं,
conversation?
internet है, but it's so curated to their own needs.
Yeah, that
It's very
also.
much like
No,
उनका feed is just them feeding each other.
In Delhi, I've so many times heard people saying, "Hey, Jadia, idhar aa," talking to a stranger.
Oh yeah.
Just
yeah.
immediately calling them what they presume is a nickname and they're not being
Yeah.
malicious in their mind. They're just being descriptive.
Yeah, can we do this thing like what have you been called based on
Oh,
your
I've been called
physical
everything.
experience,
Everything.
physical appearance?
Like for the longest time, my school pet name was Ganpati only. Yeah.
One second.
And I had-
One second. Kishori Amankar has started the concert. I have to watch the. Look at Nice.
So yeah, it was.
But you were much fatter then. Also.
Yeah, I was.
Now you've lost a lot of weight.
Yeah, fully.
But then I'm sure there were other fat kids also. Why were you called?
It's not.
Ganpati?
No. See, Ganpati feeling is the big stomach. You have to get that big
Okay.
stomachy feeling.
Okay.
Like Kunal, my friend, also had it. So there's certain people. There are a lot of fat people, but all of them get the Ganpati stamp. For that, you have to be Bappa.
Okay. Fair.
That Bappa-ish feeling. So honestly, the person's not generally not being.
Hilarious son.
They're not being mean or anything. They're making an observation which may also make sense if there was a world where people don't take offense.
Yeah.
Right? Because if you're not worried about color and all, so what if you're dark or light or whatever? What does it really matter?
Like I was called Kandi.
Kya?
Because I'm very skinny.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then they would also like whenever we would go out for treks or anything, mountain side जब भी आता था ना, so they would be like, hold on to Ujita, she will fly away.
Yeah.
There's so much wind.
And you could never go on a motorbike and spill in.
Like boys would talk about
Right.
thin girls like that. कि ये बेइज्जती का पत्थर है. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
I'm
And
telling you.
Oh yeah.
because it's apart. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes, so fuck
Yeah.
that also. This one used to hurt me a lot. This
Yeah.
one time, I don't know if this is right to say it or not. We can edit it out.
No, we
also.
can't edit it.
Because
It's
We
live.
can't
it's
edit
live,
it.
yeah.
Wink.
And say na, it's okay.
So basically, this one time, I heard two boys call me Urjita to treasure hunt hai. And I didn't get it at that
to
time.
search for the
But
body parts.
yeah, it's
Oh.
Pretty
basically
innovative.
that.
I'm not personally as a creator. I like the thing, but I'm with you. It's not right.
It affected me a lot at that point, and I
Yeah.
got really obsessed with gaining weight.
I mean, I don't know if the gay community does the same thing as the hetero community in terms of males who don't realize how ugly they are when
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
talking about the girls.
Correct.
Okay, so like 5 males like me, Rishi, Sparish, were standing together saying, "Oh fuck, she's so fat, yeah,
Yeah.
she's so ugly." And you know, if you could just reverse the camera, she's actually far better and out of our league.
Absolutely.
I don't know if it happens with you guys, but it definitely happens with us. It's
So
hilarious.
that's what in the gay community, like taking each other's case is very common. Based on looks,
you make these
appearances.
offhanded remarks about people.
Yes, it's called reading. It's
Huh.
a term that we've kind of like personalized. And
Reading.
it's, yeah, I'll read someone to filth. I'll read them to the fucking ground.
Wow.
Like that, you know. There's shade and then there's reading. Shade is like basically you throw shade at somebody without making them feel like, you know, it's a
So it's a lighter
Yeah.
insult.
like
Give example. Give
difference.
example.
For example, some
Difference
people in this room could, you know, wear better perfume. You know, like one of those things is shade. Where you
Shade.
just pass an
Oh.
offhand comment that's.
Also, it's not very.
Wow,
Yeah,
yeah,
see?
wow, yaar, Naveen.
I'm not meaning. I don't mean you
Yeah.
exactly. So then I'm not saying you, but it's
Yeah.
you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's in your head. But
Yeah.
reading is like I'll look at you and tell you what's wrong with you.
Yeah.
You know,
So
darling,
insult.
that shade of lipstick really, you know, like that
You
kind
began that way. You said something about her face and all that right in the beginning.
of. That was just me concerned about a fucking
Oh,
thing.
alright.
It was not like that.
So you
But that was spot on because I did sleep in the train also on my
So
bag.
reading is fundamental, is what they
Yeah.
say.
Wow.
It's like it's to put someone in place is what reading is. So within the queers, we already like we can take a joke. Okay, it's sometimes very productive from outside ka world because the intent, as we already mentioned, is very hateful.
Hmm.
But within us, we're all like, look at this twink. Twink is based on somebody being thin. A chub or a bear or a daddy.
Oh.
It's all based on body features.
I
already.
like bear. Bear is a nice
Yeah.
compliment.
Yeah, and like lesbians also, there's lipstick lesbians who are pretty, and then the butch lesbians who are the butch. It's pretty much what it means.
So is dyke a compliment or not?
No, dyke is a slang.
But if you are actually a dyke,
So within the community, we sometimes like, you know, we call each other like bull dykes and all of that, like, you know, flaming faggot and all that. But it's all within ourselves. You know,
so it's
what I'm
like you can abuse yourself, but
saying?
others can't
yeah,
abuse
like
you.
how the N word has become kind of, you know,
Yeah.
synonymous with the black community
Yeah.
is pretty much that for us.
Yeah.
But that's what we are very protective of that fact as well, that we can do each other this because we are also protective of each other. It's not like we're gonna like just because we say something about each other doesn't mean we love each other. Whatever, it's a family. Like how you are in a family also. Like if you're like my mom would be like, now you're fat, now you're thin. It's as simple as that.
No, but that's different because that the person is close enough to you to say anything they want.
Yeah, so
that's a different world.
That's
Yeah.
what chosen families are in the queer community, really.
But do you get affected then after a point? Like if
No,
it
no,
keeps happening?
not really,
No,
not
not
really.
really. Okay.
But maybe when he was called Ganpati and that kind of thing with the boys in the class,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
that was irritating.
In college it was Adnan for the longest time.
Adnan, then Adnan lost weight, so they just called him Sami.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Sriram has walked in early
You wanna sit here
for
and
some
talk?
reason, but we can feature him at some point if we feel like it. In the meantime, can you get us keema
Yeah, go get keema for
and
us,
pav? Huh?
from Rajasthan. Rajasthan.
Just go down and look.
Poor guy looks so tired. He's all sweaty and you're making him go again.
He took the stairs while me and Naveen took the elevator.
Yeah.
Ye life hai, bhai. Ye life hai. Some people have to take the stairs. But that means
Upward-
they save money.
upward
In the end.
mobility.
Yeah. All right. Do we have any topics or
We have
F
so many
that?
topics.
Since
Let's
it's
go, let's
anyway
go.
like Sunday and not Monday.
Okay, I feel
one
this
day
is,
behind.
this is very close to the date. That's why I want to talk about this.
Okay.
And I also laughed when I read this news
Okay.
because more than 30
So
phones,
should we do what bad comedians do? Should we laugh first? So there's no pressure?
we have Sriram for that. No, that's why he just turned up right on time.
How dare you?
To have
When I'm in the
his-
room, call him the bad comedian. That's wrong. No. That's a principle at stake. Yeah.
Right, more than 30 phones stolen outside Manat.
30?
Phones, cell phones.
Yeah, stolen outside Manat.
Yeah. You have no
Okay.
idea about
Oh,
this?
fuck.
No, because
It's been trending recently.
I've been saying that Gauri is up to something and no one is, I mean, people are not looking at this as a serious issue. Just because people are rich, kleptomania, robbing is one thing to rich people.
Yeah, I mean, what better option? Like this is like this is like a heist movie. I want to watch this happen now. Where like
But where are the phones kept?
are in their pockets.
Oh, you mean pickpocketed?
Yeah, because you know how
How
they
can
throng
30
outside.
go here in one go?
You see the throng outside his house.
No,
Cyrus.
that I understand, but that's a lot to go, even from a crowd of 5,000 or
Have you
500 or
seen-
whatever. it is.
pickpockets are very smooth and they run like a full gang. So like at
Yeah.
any given point they were just like in and out of it, and when
Where do
when
you?
I mean, from a pickpocket's POV, this would be such a like
This
bad
sounds
gig
like
to.
some porn genre.
This
Where
would
they always
be,
give the POV options.
this would be such a bad gig to lose out on. Like इतना सारा crowd
True,
तुम्हारे ही
true.
vicinity में है और ऐसे कैसे you
yeah,
are
a lot
missing
of people
out
also like
on-
because they give food to people also gather sometimes, and they open the gate a little bit.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people
They give
wiggle
food.
inside. Yeah, Mannat ke inside.
You mean if you're in that area at the right time, you can get something to eat?
Yeah.
Can you ask for special stuff or
Yeah.
like?
Shriram
With
gets keema
Shahrukh,
pav for
Can
you.
I get a Frankie with less masala? I mean, I don't know. What do you think? I don't want that one big rice dish comes like in one big thali and then we have to eat like animals. I'm not. That's not my thing. Yeah, we'll have to relook at it. Sorry, let's get back to the phones.
Of course, biryani, the hypothetical biryani is what you're concerned about, but not the 34
May I
phones.
say, Ujita, may I say something about this biryani format when it comes to community feeding? They never put enough meat. Okay, so don't get into this whole thing.
they
They'll tell you,
don't put
biryani,
enough
biryani.
gravy
कुछ
also.
नहीं है, सिर्फ चावल
वो
मिलेगा
ऐसे
उसमें.
white
So
इतना
you-
rice और
yeah.
इतना सा gravy
You
है.
tell your mom we'll save money, we'll all go for this biryani at Manat. And what will you get? Rice. That's it. So be very careful. I did a whole Big Boss. By the way, I'm wearing the Big Boss shirt that I wore every night when I was there.
Oh.
Because I'm traveling. And when I travel, I like to wear these shirts because I can sweat peacefully. The
So he's talking about you there.
the planes are
What?
terrible. Aeroplanes, have you noticed they never put the AC on till they actually take
Yeah.
off? They just keep you there and they laugh. The captain sits in the cockpit, look at 7C. It's like that.
It's like too hot to handle, and then when you
No,
take
when it
off
consumes
finally,
fuel or something and they've got some fuel balance and they give you some excuse about it,
Yeah.
yeah, but you're dying.
so I go with a neck pillow, right? So like basically I'll wear it, and by the time the oxygen is already like reduced in the cabin pressure, right?
Yeah.
So like I doze off, and I
But
would
you
wake
don't
up
get
like half an hour
sweaty?
later. Just
If it's
fully,
a half
like,
an hour, 40 minutes before they start,
my
then what
neck
happens?
pillow is now fully like drenched. Okay, and so
Wow.
embarrassing now I have to fucking keep it for drying. It's
Yeah.
like
Oh,
local
wow.
train feels back again.
This I've never experienced. Just the feeling hot in a
But
flight.
you are hot, no?
Your
And you're
body
young.
type is also like you're a thinner chotu person.
Do you have to call a name? The shade has to end now. Stop shading. Enough shade.
It's beneficial for
You
thinner
started
people,
so
it's
sweetly, you're a
amazing.
thinner, which was okay, and then it became chotu, and then after that it becomes worse, patli, then it was like haddi. You won't stop.
Somehow I'm okay with chotu.
Chotu is such a cute
Chotu
word.
is not
Yeah.
bad. Why is it bad? It's like
Yeah.
normal.
Chotu is not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nadan.
it's
you
okay.
know?
Except when you're except there's one time when it's bad when you're making love, and the wife says
Oh.
somebody else's
This
wife.
article
Yeah.
about the phone
Yeah,
getting
my
stolen by
wife
the way.
doesn't say
Yeah,
that
but
about
my
me.
wife,
So
my wife doesn't look at me. Yeah. Chotu or Badu, it doesn't matter. He's like, fuck off. That's all I get.
I just want to mention that this article about the phone getting stolen mentions only one paragraph about the
I
phone
like the way
getting
you went
stolen.
back to the phone.
Yeah,
That shows
because-
a narrative that I respect.
yeah, and then the
Haan,
next
bolo.
next three paragraphs about what Shah Rukh Khan was wearing. So it's like while the phone
Prime suspect, Jawan.
yeah. So and I also appreciate at this point
Yeah.
that in a generation where everybody's phones are outside taking live videos or photos or whatever.
There is
These were the people who were keeping their
Guys,
phones in their pockets.
there is
So
one-
they see how they got rewarded.
guys,
Yeah.
there is
See.
one school of thought as to who the master criminal was. Apparently, Karan Johar couldn't get in touch with Shah Rukh for a long time, and so apparently he was trying to call from different phones. So it's
Yeah.
very possible. I stood there. These guys are there. He lifts the phone from behind. Okay,
Karan Johar was going
Stop,
around
stop.
turning everybody's hotspots.
stop.
Also,
I knew.
everybody
that.
could stream
It's going to
Rocky
take a
and
sexual
Rani
turn. We don't
finally.
want that. We don't want that. He's a neighbor and a friend.
I've
Oh.
noticed Rocky and Rani is a very divisive movie.
Why?
Because like if I'm in parties and I'm talking about it, and like same with Jawan for some to an extent, but like Jawan, almost everybody unanimously
Yeah.
liked.
But for me, growing up, these names, Rocky, most common name for dogs, male, and Rani, most common female name.
Yeah.
For me
Rocky
growing
was
up,
some
in my
movie
area.
also,
So they're
no?
basically Karan Johar's
Rocky,
pets only.
both
no?
in
So-
English and in Hindi, there are Rockies. There are 6-7 Rockies in English.
Sylvester Stallone
Correct.
wala
And,
tha
and,
na
and, and
naam.
Sanjay Dutt,
Rocky
Rocky
Balboa.
Mera Naam. Or
Yeah.
what are you?
Yeah,
Leave the
yeah.
studio if you haven't seen Rocky Mera Naam.
Rocky
I
Mera
haven't
Naam.
seen it, sorry.
Rocky Mera Naam.
Correct.
Yeah, his launched movie.
The lyrics were written by Naveen's nephew, who's 3 or 4 at
Yeah.
that time. Yeah. Huh. Was it launch? Sanjay Dutt's launch? Wow.
It was his first movie. He looked like an
So
idiot.
81 or something, I think.
He
What
looked
did
like
you-
a what?
He looked like Spurs halfway to his hair.
How many
growth.
Bollywood stars are we going to attack?
He used to. Now he looks like a badass. Now he's cool. Now he's asking for masala to people. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
I like how like इतना ज्यादा हम इंटरनेट पे अभी है कि हम सबको स्टार्स के बारे में एक ही स्पेसिफिक चीज याद है कोई एक like Sanjay
Yeah,
Dutt I
but-
remember he's asking मसाला है क्या
Masala hai kya? And like
Random
Jackie
people.
Shroff is Maushi Ji Gand. It's like it's
Yeah.
very easy.
no
You know,
Jackie
Jackie
Shroff
Shroff
is
is
now
very
पेड़
active.
लगाओ
He's
पेड़
very
लगाओ
active.
Yeah,
I
it's
see a lot of-
even the anda kadi patta.
anda
Yeah.
kadi
Some
patta.
bal thing I saw about hair also in the middle that came.
What
Don't
hair
ask me.
thing?
Don't ask me. No, I'm not. Was Jackie apna आदमी है? He grew up in my area.
We are all on land network. You're on Lund network.
It's totally
And-
not the ad for grinders
And this is what Kishori Amonkar is laughing at. Really? I'm disgusted. He's given a
He
thumbs up.
enjoys me too
He's
much.
given a thumbs
Actually.
up also. Yeah.
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hire him for Vartalab again.
Just keep him Just keep him in your audience. No? You need one person to push the rest of the people to laugh.
Cool, cool.
I used to try that, but nobody was willing.
Let's travel from one superstar to the other.
Haan, bolo.
Shubh Gill. Shubh Gill, that's full name?
Shubman Gill.
No,
no.
It's a Shubh, okay, cool.
There can't be a Shubh.
yeah,
The
I
Shubman
didn't
is
know I
the
didn't know
future of
he's
Indian cricket.
Gill.
And you can't have a similar name. Please change it.
His full
Change his
name
name.
is...
Change his name. I'm not accepting
Which
it.
one? Which one?
Shubman Gill is going to be the next Virat Kohli.
No,
or
this
whatever,
guy's-
you know.
Shubneet Singh is his full
The
name.
Khalistan thing. Oh,
We were trying to not say that he's associated with Khalistan.
okay.
But
Sorry.
But then
Is he the guy who wrote the song Jack and Gill Went Up the Hill? No, that's totally
Yeah,
different. No,
that's
that's
his-
funny, Kishori. That's not funny. Sala. Unbelievable. I hate this guy.
But recently his concert was cancelled in India because of.
But that was
I think all
1
his
month.
concerts are
all his-
cancelled
all of
now
his.
yeah.
No, no.
Naveen, this is
back
all-
in Canada, I can perform.
Naveen, this is 1
Canada
month.
again.
1 month back ka news, na?
Yeah.
So why are we talking about it now?
No, but now at a concert he lifted a T-shirt which has
Where?
in London, I think, no? Yeah. So that's where
In
Indira
London,
Gandhi
Ontario,
ka-
or London, UK?
In-
Where?
in somewhere in
Stop
the
it.
European
Huh,
continent.
Okay.
हमारे देश
Well,
के
London
बाहर
is
कहीं
technically
भी
not in the European continent. They left the Euro, no? Huh.
But have they really?
They have.
Yeah.
Now they can't come back.
Yeah.
It's like you're offside in football.
Correct. So basically, he was holding a T-shirt which had a reference to Indira Gandhi's assassination,
Oh.
and now it's
like a
sparked
pro,
controversy.
obviously. Like a. What did the T-shirt say?
I'm looking at it right now. It's very. If you all can see what this T-shirt says, I'll agree with what it says. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just saying that this is the point of the
Oh
same.
wait! I found it. It's a clipping of correct. I don't know.
What
I'm
shows
showing
See,
you.
what?
this is a very
I
fine
saw the
line.
news, but I didn't
The-
focus
the
on the t-shirt.
image.
shooting at Indira Gandhi.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
But there were four of them,
reference
right?
है तो clear reference है तो
Yeah.
subtle भी नहीं है.
Two of them.
Yeah, they should two of them killed or
Yeah.
four of them. Killed?
Two.
Okay, cool.
Two bodyguards. Huh.
Man, this
Yan
guy.
Singh and one other name I can't remember now. Yeah, but the thing is that this freedom of speech in Western world is such that they're having the same problem with Israel Palestine at the moment. You know, the pro-Palestinian supporters being very aggressive. What are you doing? Somebody's
Pile
touching my leg.
Irritating me.
No, but don't touch my leg. I'm very ticklish. Please take permission from my mother before you do things like that. This is ridiculous behavior.
Imagine if elders acted like that. Please take consent before taking up
Listen,
lessons.
I had to do a shoot for MTV once in Kochi where they decided to do this famous. What is the massage called? It's like a famous thing.
hand
apparently.
job.
No, the Malayali massage. Yeah, that they don't. Our budget's no
The
hand job.
Potli massage.
Our budget's-
Ayurvedic massage.
with difficulty they'll use one finger or something. There's no hand job. But
For what?
anyways, Saukar was first, and he happily did it. The oldest Malayali guy came, very bony fingers, and started doing it. I said, "That's it for me.
Yeah.
Never again." I lost interest in this massage.
So you don't like it?
I hate it.
You want chubby fingers?
I can't. I'm not homophobic, but I'm not happy with men touching my body. You know, I get irritated, uncomfortable. With women, I'm a little better, but it also depends. Now, like, I need to talk to you. I need to know a little bit about you. Maybe, you know, meet your parents, and then you massage me in
Yeah.
front of your parents. What's wrong, Sri? What's wrong with that? You don't like it? You like massages? You like massages?
Not in front of parents.
अभी space का problem है ना कल्याण में. क्या करेगा हम लोग?
Massage. I
There are the
have
people who
had
massage you
a.
first. No, like
Yeah.
your mom was the first person to massage you, so she's okay
Yeah.
with that idea overall.
Yeah. I stopped my mom
I
at,
didn't know this
at
was
37.
a
I said,
universal.
"Bas."
I didn't know this was a thing, guys. No,
Dude,
but
no, even like so, we joke about this, but like for example, khuda na khasta, you get bedridden. Then you can't be bedridden. Somebody has to massage you with oils.
Yeah,
You will have
the
blisters
blood,
all over your body.
the blood flow thingy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
blood flow, blisters, will fucking die
Yeah.
otherwise.
Hey,
properly.
Kunal pretends to be bedridden, and then he gets some really old lady to come and presses this thing and all that. This thing means like body, a full body, not like one thing.
But
And-
once I'd gotten a massage here in Bandra only,
Huh.
where like it was full like Charlie's Angels ka scene where she
Wow.
got on my back and everything.
You got the girl.
Yeah, I got.
And
the
I
girl.
only get guys, and you get the girl, and you're the. It's
Next time we go
unfair.
there together.
This is like the
because
ultimate
we have-
bakra. The straight guy gets the
Yeah.
guys, and the gay guy gets the
So,
girls.
so Abhi
This
does
is
not
what's wrong
want
with the
girls
country.
Ever, okay?
We
Like,
just can't get
yeah,
this
My
right.
partner is the opposite way. It's like no girls for me, only guys.
Oh,
Because if a girl touches him, he feels weird.
oh.
So then I have in the
I
massage.
like him.
Yeah, if you go for a couples massage, we're doing different rooms, and
Yeah.
the girl is with me, and
Yeah.
he's got the guy.
Or if, you know, there's a guy with long hair, and you know, you can sort of mix it up a little bit.
Yeah. So then
Oh.
this massage place, they were asking for happy endings and all. So
Oh, who's asking? The client?
the girl asked me.
Oh, they asked you whether you want
Yeah,
happy.
and
How
I-
much more for the happy ending?
I don't know. Because I was
That doesn't come to your head?
because why would I want a girl to touch
Again-
me in the first
No,
place?
Again, it's never about morality. It's always economics. First, look economics. This is the problem with the country. I'm
I was
telling you,
already.
friends.
I thought
They
I was
don't
already
think
overpaying
money.
for
this
that
is why you
massage.
get guys, Cyrus. I
No,
think
no,
that's
no,
why.
no. I always look at the economy. What is the problem here is first, how much are you going to charge me? Oh, ye karega, wo karega. Everyone is excited. Bunty gets upset and says, well, I'll do it, I'll do it.
ये लोग जो
And
सेक्स
then-
के बीच में इकोनॉमी
One
घुसाते हैं ना
second,
उनका कभी भरोसा नहीं करते
Ujita, if you have a 500 rupee massage and then it becomes 1,000 for happy ending, they've not told you. And then they give you a bill for 1,000. That means what happy
Achha.
ending? It's a sad ending. How is it a happy ending? You screwed me, you bastard. Not in the way I wanted to.
Yeah.
ओके पर्सनल प्रॉब्लम है शेयर मत करो
No, this is important because these jokers get taken in by this happy ending thing where they just sort of push it in. It's the same thing in restaurants when they tell you kya chahiye, and you know whatever, and the
but
the
here's
crab
the
is
case.
not on the menu, but you must
I
have
want,
it.
I
And then
didn't
next
want
thing-
this Thai lady to be touching me by any means.
You racist bastard! What's wrong with the Thai lady?
Because it was a Thai massage.
Shut up. No, listen to his story.
No,
Okay,
wait.
tell your
So
story.
she was like, one second. So she
Is
was
it the lady or the Thai? Because that's sexism and racism together. So I'm not sure which
First
one.
of all, she did my back. She was doing a great job. Basically, she climbed on it, and with her
she
toes,
climbed on it.
Yeah.
What is a very tiny lady?
Yeah, she was tiny.
Okay.
She was amazing at what she was doing. Okay, she climbed up, and she with her toe was fucking opening up like
No,
nerves
now
in
you're
my
shitting
back.
me.
I'm not cheating you. It was like one of the
You
best
do realize
massages.
this is comedy. It's making no sense.
It's true though.
There's a woman who climbed your back like a little pygmy
not
and then
like,
put her
not
toes
like
in your back.
Betal, not like she was.
But how?
fucking-
This is worth watching.
I'm lying like
Shoot this
this.
video.
Have you not seen Charlie's Angels where Lucy Liu does it to who's that guy who played Joker?
But does he put her toes in his body? Heath Ledger.
Rocky Horror. No, Rocky Horror show.
Heath Ledger.
No, UK actor.
I just keep saying Heath Ledger
Tim
till you
Curry.
get it right.
Tim Curry is sleeping, and then Lucy Liu gets on his back and then cracks his neck and he goes to sleep. But this is like. This
Oh,
is
you
better.
mean while he's lying on his face like that? Now
Yeah,
I
she
understand.
wouldn't just
I thought you
fucking
were
crawl on my
standing and the
back
woman
like
has got a
fucking
ladder, she's climbing up your back.
Bella from Twilight?
Yeah.
No, she was standing.
साइरस भाई साहब आपने मसाज करवाया है ना ये
Yeah,
खड़े
मैंने
रह के
नहीं किया।
कौन मसाज दे रहा है
I have friends, Ujita, who do it every Sunday. These rich guys, and some guy comes over and puts oil and massages them and all that.
Yeah, sure.
खड़े रह के
That's
कौन
what-
करता है
let's call it
मसाज
that.
मैं खड़ा नहीं होता है. I just
Rich guys calling guys over for a massage every Sunday. That's what we're going with.
can Mrs. Amonkar stop laughing in the background?
All of your friends are living the best life, Cyrus.
बट मैंने भी एक
TBH.
बार मसाज कराया था प्रोफेशनली आई रियलाइज
One
दैट
second.
आई वाज
कराया था मतलब you did it.
नो
got
करवाया
a
और
massage.
कराया आई
She
गॉट
got
अ
a massage.
मसाज इज इट कराया और करवाया
कराया means you did.
कराया
Right, he
ना
doesn't
ओके
कराया का मतलब क्या कराया मैंने किया मैंने किया कराया.
हिंदी
Listen, Mr. Bihar, karaya is karaya.
No, karaya is I got it done. Karwaya matlab I got it done on somebody else.
Okay.
I hope.
Yeah.
I don't
Now that
know.
we've
मैंने-
cleared. How, because of grammar, you'll kill the story. Now we can't think
I-
beyond this. Now how can the story come out? Take a 10-minute break and come back with the story.
So this one time I got a massage done on me, and
Now it's only gonna explain
Male or
it.
female? Male or female?
female, of course, female.
Why, of course?
For-
What is, you don't understand my story. You're okay with women poking you all over.
Yeah,
Would you be happier with a man?
no. I mean, not that man.
If
but,
you all viewers, if you all want to watch this, it's available on YouTube. Go on.
but
Yeah,
like
but
I
this-
realized I was not
yeah.
able to enjoy it completely because A, I'm very sensitive, and B, I was not tired that day. तो मुझे वो massage का पूरा वो I was
You have
not
to
able
relax.
to feel. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
You
they
need
keep
to
saying
have,
relax.
you need to have some pain in your back to be able to completely enjoy that.
You're too young for massage. Wait now, 5 years.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, it's also, I've noticed a lot of people. She's right. The older generation seems to like it even more because the
But
aches and
ये
pains
मेरा
are more.
नहीं हो रहा था, मेरी पीठ पे चढ़ के कर रहे हैं, ऐसा
You're
नहीं
short
हो
now.
रहा था.
So finally, like I told her to crack my neck and everything, so she did that way, and she's standing over here, okay.
Hmm.
And that's when she was over me, and she was like, "Sir, do you want happy ending?" And I said, "No," immediately. So
But
she
tell me,
scoffed.
if a girl
She
goes to...
scoffed.
She was like, "Yeah, you fat fuck, you don't want me to touch you."
No, one second.
And I'm still like,
One second.
That was a scoff.
I
I didn't
have a
watch it.
question here, and not me. It's coming from people who are going to ask the question tomorrow.
yeah, in
But,
future.
and the question is that if a girl wants to give you a happy ending in the moment that you're in, since you're gay, how does that play out? Would you be able to, or like, would you be okay with it, or
He
No.
just said no three
no? He
times.
said no, but I'm saying if it played out, what would
It
happen?
did play out, and I said no.
Yeah.
I don't know what hypothetical situation you're making.
Naveen,
I already
Naveen.
lived this experience.
Okay, I'm going to be graphic here. If she grabbed Chota Naveen,
Oh God.
Listen,
Please, no.
then your reaction would be what? Would you be like, "Don't touch me," or would you, because you're in a good mood?
so
I'm
here's a
presuming-
thought.
Yeah.
Here's a thought. Okay, I've seen my dick in so many man hands that maybe a female hand would just make it look bigger. I don't know, for a change. That would be the only first thought.
That's positive
But
thinking.
beyond that, it's still a lady for me. You know what I'm saying?
So it
it's-
doesn't-
Yeah,
it's
it's
just not your
just
thing.
won't go anywhere.
Okay.
Until it's a trans man, I'm still okay with trans men, right? So
Okay,
Ah.
the trans man is originally a woman or a man?
originally born a female, then transitioned to a male.
Oh, so you have hope then to be hetero.
What does that mean?
Because you're going towards a
A trans
person
man is a
who
man.
played for our
Cyrus.
team and then went to that team without the scholarship because
I
they come
believe
from
we're having
poverty.
this conversation for the
Yeah, it's
1000th
clear.
time on this
Bro,
podcast.
there's hope for you to be hetero again if you
No,
want.
a trans man.
Come and try it.
Wait,
Come
on
and-
that note, can you promote your show where they clear all
Yeah,
these doubts?
So please
Come and
watch
try
Rainbow
it.
Rishta on November 7th.
Female form is so much more beautiful, bro. Just come, give it a chance. Give it a chance.
I agree.
Oh.
I agree with you. And I agree with my fact that male form is also beautiful.
Okay, I'm just winding you up, bro. Don't react. Huh? Calm down. There's some gay activist coming to my house and saying, "I'll give you a happy ending. You watch this." Bro.
That will be me only.
Yeah, I was about to say
He's
that.
always welcome.
Naveen only.
Naveen is
will do
always
that.
welcome.
You know, most murders happen by people who they already know. So
True.
like,
Yeah, and then people want to do happy endings.
Yeah.
Very often, yeah. What an ending that is. Happy for one guy.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is a topic close to your heart. Fuck our gay rights.
That's the whole year you champion it and now you're saying fuck it.
No, because now it's Sachin Tendulkar or Steve Smith.
Oh, that
Legend statue
statue.
at Wankhede Stadium.
So Steve Smith already tweeted, I think, that it looks like me and whatever. It does. This is now you'll have to show the thing. You know, I don't know. Rishi, can
yeah,
you,
Rishi can share the image.
it's a grey statue. Maybe Urjita can see it as a neutral.
It looks like
Uh,
if I looked at it, I would be like Ayla. That would be my feeling about the statue.
No, there's a bit of. It looks a bit like Steve Smith. I saw it. This is a completely. It's got.
Sorry, whose statue is that supposed to
Okay,
be?
so the
Sachin
Aussie
statue.
batsman Steve
Uh-huh.
Smith, one of
Uh-huh.
the greats of the modern era,
Okay.
and the great Tendulkar, and it's supposed to be Sachin's,
Hmm.
and it's outside Wankhede, so obviously it's supposed to be Sachin's. Why would Steve Smith? I mean, really?
Oh, has a Steve Smith said thank you for it? I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
I
because a
read
lot of
something,
people have
yeah.
noticed that it looks a bit like Steve Smith.
Oh.
You know, I mean, and it's a very grey
I just
color.
want to throw Gavaskar in the mix, just
Yeah.
for fuck's
The
sake.
helmet. I mean, there's a helmet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
But were they
as a
ever
man who
confused
for
for
safe
each
sex
other in
kind
their
of
youth?
propagator, I would think you'd know about helmets. What you
I
guys
don't
should.
give a fuck about safe sex.
His helmet is different. But now I'm having a conversation with Shira. This is really a third world podcast. Everybody just talks offline anytime.
Yeah, we're housing poor people in
Yeah.
this
when
episode.
comedians come early, we're not prepared. It's
Yeah.
never happened in 12 years. Sorry, can we? As in when Rishi,
Come sit here, no?
Rishi, unfortunately, is not able to find the picture, but as and when he can, we can come back to it.
But were they ever confused for each other in their youth?
Okay, again, I'm
Like, no, right?
no.
No.
It's only with the
he's about-
statue confusion.
Statue,
Sachin
right?
is
Huh.
5'4", 5'5". This guy's 5'9", 5'10". One is a Caucasian man. One is an Indian
Yeah,
guy.
that's what.
The looks are very, but there's a little similarity. Both sort of roundy, facey guy.
Yeah,
In a
yeah.
way, there is. So now see this. Okay, it's for me. It's the body actually looks a lot like Steve Smith.
I can't see it.
I
You
love
can't
the
see it?
humongous
No,
crotch for some
try and
reason.
come.
Oh, how do we get her to see it? Oh, listen, can you
Come
watch
see
the
here.
episode on
I'll
Monday?
look.
Watch the episode.
Get premium membership.
Yeah, please. I mean, I don't know what other way. Okay, in the meantime, the happy ending king himself, Sparish. His company is called Happy
what's
Ending and
with
Sons.
the what's with the scrunched up, jock situation? Are you noticing
No,
that?
it's like Madame Tussauds. They've taken a picture. No, but when you play this shot, this
Yeah,
straight shot, the shirt will ride up. If the pant and the
It
abdi
just
guard
looks like he has a sweet potato in there.
No,
not
but
even
that
a cock
happens.
at
That
this
happens.
भाई दोनों की तरफ
Depending
नहीं
on what
दिखता
kind of
है.
abdi guard you're wearing and all, it gets bunched up like that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. It's just that the form looks a bit like Steve Smith and the face is not identifiable. The face looks like a guy after he's been burnt in a motorcycle accident. So, you can't tell.
Dude, he looks like neither of them.
Yeah,
Like,
correct,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So I mean, because you're not a Steve Smith fan, but if you were, I think you would get a bit of that. So it is a bit of a problem. But I'm saying, let's do one thing. Because BCCI has all the money, let's be nice, let's be gracious, let's call it Steve Smith. Sachin won't care. So it would matter to him. Right? Why am I talking to Shri? He's not even in the show, but because he's the only guy interested. Ujita's tuned off after 5 minutes.
See, they're basically like brother from another mother types. That's the vibe. I see it.
You see it now? So
Yeah,
there's and they're both slightly, how do I say this without being mean? They're not V-shaped sort of athletes. They're slightly on the, carrying a little.
Just say it. Just be shady.
They're super talented
Yeah.
guys. So, shady. Shady is the word. Okay, we've lost interest in this. Let's move on to the next story. That was great. Sparsh is wearing pink glasses in an effort to promote his new sexuality. Thanks for coming out, Sparsh.
You're
With that hair,
promoting the Salman
let me
Khan
tell you,
look from early
Naveen looks more
2000s.
straight than you right now, as far as I'm concerned. Okay?
There's no such thing as looking gay
Madam
or
Tussauds.
straight.
Come on!
sis.
He looks
Come
like
on!
Edna Mode.
Oh my God!
From Incredibles.
This
That's what he looks
is
like.
a sad ending. This is the worst ending. What a terrible ending this was.
Now you're confused.
Kishori Bhai has gone berserk there.
Now you're confused.
Yeah.
Okay. This
Hey, what do
story
you
is
think
from-
of straight men playing gay like that? Doing this over camp thing, which is how we do it.
Yeah,
let's
like
face it.
my favorite character, for example, is Cameron from Modern
But
Family.
he's pretty.
Oh man, he
But
killed
he's
it.
pretty spot
too
on, no?
good.
He's
yeah,
not-
so X Toll Street has done a great job. He
Yeah.
won like
Yeah,
3
yeah.
Emmys also for it.
Mm.
So I
What
think
about Robin Williams' Mrs. Doubtfire?
oh no, Doubtfire is like proper cross story,
Yeah.
but him in Birdcage is so spot on. Like
Spot on?
the Greek gay character he
Yeah,
plays a nightclub owner.
That guy's
Perfect.
damn good. Yeah,
Amazing.
Yeah.
Nathan Lane, like
What about Govinda and the
in
Indian
every
version?
movie ever, yes. Govinda and his costumes.
Color yellow, is it?
Yeah.
I love yellow. Does that mean I'm playing for the other side? What's your favorite color? Ujita?
Navy blue.
Navy blue. Kya baat hai?
Yeah, very specific.
Straight. She sounds like my mom. Only my mother uses terms like navy blue and all. Yeah. Have you heard it?
I think Urjita knows all the colors on the.
She's
on
much
the
older than
24
we
panel.
think. Yeah.
I
Navy blue kahan se aa
अभी
gaya?
चालू
Navy
किया
blue.
मैंने.
That was my
Navy blue,
generation.
it's
I've never heard this in the last 10 years.
navy blue because for me I don't like the light blue color, so that is why I'm very specific. No, I like navy
What
blue.
is the
I
other
like the
blue?
darker shade
Lycra-
of blue.
Lilac or so. I can't remember. There's
Yeah.
another word, no, for the lighter blue. Oh.
That's green.
Sparsh, do one thing, Sparsh. Wear the pink glasses. Bring your hair in front. Then you'll get that color feeling immediately. What have we created? My God. Kishori. Okay. Naveen.
Next topic.
Yeah, next
Okay.
topic, next topic.
This happened in Punjab, close to Batinda, 20 kilometers away.
Batinda is in Punjab.
Yeah, so that's what I said. Punjab,
Okay.
Batinda.
Okay.
I'm going like
No,
how you
said-
go into the
one
map,
sec,
zoom
one sec,
in.
one sec. Now you're making fun of my Hindi. Let me make fun of your English. You said it happened in Punjab, close to Batinda. So that it
So what the
infers
fuck
that
does
it's
that
not in
mean?
Punjab. But
Yeah.
Batinda is in Punjab. So you have to say it happened in Batinda, which is in Punjab, and then taking it further.
You
Now
know,
you've thrown me.
how
I,
is-
I have a petty mind, so I can't think ahead after this. So start all over. Can you go to Haryana and do another story? Too much.
this happened 55 kilometers from Haryana. Okay. If that matters.
I guess it just water on a duck's back for him now. He doesn't care. I can say anything I want. He thinks, old man, show. Come on.
No, because this is a very confusing topic for me also. Because right now, because of the crop burning and Delhi's air is like
Yeah.
byproduct of.
Not that we are any
Burn.
better. I want to keep saying that.
Yeah. Here we are burning everything else
Yeah.
apart from crops.
I think we feel better thinking of Delhi, thinking nothing is happening here for some reason.
They have an excuse. We don't have anything. We just
Both in-
have pollution.
Both in politics and pollution, we are
Yeah.
not far behind.
No,
Yeah.
इधर भी burning हो रहा है ना अंधेरी में.
क्या? One more DMart has burned down. Let me know, please.
Oh, and we are against burning of humans, if that's the point. Go on.
No, that's not. Just because I'm a Maharashtrian doesn't mean.
Kishori is not impressed. Not impressed.
Yeah. So basically, 3 government deputies went to check on this crop burning situation,
Mhm.
and the villagers took them hostage only,
Wow.
and then they made them burn the crops. Ki tu jalayega apne haath se. They put a video out mocking them,
Huh.
and the video went viral. Now everybody's like, what the fuck? So yeah,
Wow.
I'm
the
very
farmers
impressed.
don't give a shit at all. I love the vibe, dude. I want to be a farmer in Punjab at some point.
Well,
अब अगले जन्म मुझे
this is
farmer
what
ही
I've been telling
कीजो.
everyone. India, the world, in fact, is all about lobbies. Get your lobby, get your team. Once you have a team, you can fight. The problem is you're isolated all the time. That's why I'm telling other people who have no work and who have no sex and who are feeling frustrated and like losers, join me. And then we'll have our lobby. And then we'll be able to fight back against all the other so-called
Yeah, it's called
successful.
incel army. Yeah.
There is already another party that can take you in because they have the same goals.
Is it
as
called
you.
happy ending? What is this party? Oh, you're trying to make a point, a poignant, satirical point, and I just jumped the ship. I'm sorry. I'll come back on script here. I apologize immediately. I just keep looking at Sriram because he's beautiful. I don't know if my camera will be able to put him into the frame, but
What are you doing, bro?
well, I tried. He didn't make it. He didn't. We did a 360 panoramic view and we couldn't get Sriram on it. Sorry.
I love
Wow.
that you've broken Sparsh entirely at
Yeah,
this
yeah,
point.
yeah.
Like there was a point where he was holding on to dear hope.
Sparsh, Sparsh's voice gets angry with me. It becomes more like MS Dhoni.
Nasal,
Because-
yeah.
No, it
yeah.
becomes one monotone. So MS Dhoni had that style, na? The boys are
I
playing
think
good
if
cricket.
you-
So
If you were to get an analyzer or like a psychologist to analyze all the episodes of CnB, you will see Sparsh's character arc
Yeah.
from
yeah,
episode
yeah,
1
yeah.
to now.
no, but I can
the
tell you.
progression.
I know when he's
of,
angry.
The progress of the villain.
When-
yeah.
When he's angry, he goes into his Delhi slang and it's one tone. Ah, isko kar de. Ah. It immediately becomes like that.
How are you dropping shit on my side?
What?
Like you're hitting the table
I
so
didn't.
much.
That was Sriram. It's a Ram Mandir issue again. Bro, calm down. You're getting it, yeah.
Right. AMAs last.
Let's build in a Gary.
Yeah.
I put up a petition.
There-
huh?
there was a
Can you build
topic
a fire
about-
temple. Hey, all those in favor. Nahin? Okay.
Nobody's in favor of this.
No. Really?
There was a topic about Elon Musk's son name being Chandrasekhar, but I don't give a fuck about it.
Yeah, but yeah, the full name is more than that. It's not just the Chandrasekhar.
Who gives a shit?
Famous scientist name, huh?
That guy does not need more airtime by default.
Yeah.
Okay, AMA from Karan.
I like it.
What are your thoughts exactly? That's why. What are your thoughts on the Beatles' new and last song, Now and Then?
I
Have you heard it?
Yeah, I heard it. Not the greatest thing. And also what they do is they balance the acoustics. They put modern sort of music into it, and it's killing the vibe a
Yeah.
little bit because it's so rustic feel.
That's
to
what
the
his
music
question
and-
was. What are your
yeah.
thoughts on technology being used to bring
I
back
hate that.
unfinished
I
work?
hate even in Hindi songs when you see old classics and they remix it. I know a lot of people like that disco feel that they get to it, but it just kills it for me.
But
man.
name one remix that you genuinely enjoyed.
In Hindi films,
Yeah.
like Laila O Laila, the later bit where,
Oh.
where they mix it up and
The
all that.
one with Sunny Leone and Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah, where they where they mixed up the
nice.
thing. It works okay. It's not too bad.
I liked Aakh Mari from Simba.
Yeah.
Really, yeah.
Better
It
than
was,
original.
it was pretty much the same song, I feel.
No,
It
no,
was
no.
Just like
No, but no,
production
काफी
was a
अलग
little
है.
more goofy. But
I
otherwise,
like the fun parts.
It's never
in
the
it.
same song, Baba. The percussion immediately, the
Yeah.
electronic touch and
because
all
no,
that
I
comes
grew up
into
with
it.
that original song so like close to my
Acha,
heart
okay.
that like I just feel like that
The
was so
song
much
is-
more fun.
One sec, you
Hmm.
grew up and the whole song played. I mean, your entire growing up years.
Yeah, because
What
like
a long song. Jesus, he's 14 songs.
back then we had
15
one
songs
channel
playing.
called Before You, which would play all the
Oh,
fucking songs
No,
once
Before
In
you,
Aakh Mari-
before you offered me a job.
Oh, yeah.
before MTV.
No, during MTV.
Ocha.
Yeah. Southern Spice and Before You. I got offers. I was a big shot, guys. Big shot. And then
What was the
Emphasis on
job?
they
voice.
only changed their
But-
mind.
Yeah.
But what was the job? What was the
VJ.
job?
VJ,
Acha,
no?
VJ
What
only.
job will you get in bloody Before
I
You?
don't know.
मैं तो marketing sales.
Yeah. He says, do you want to intern?
Yeah, can you imagine?
at Before
Sir,
You?
what is the projection of this company for you in 10 years? Where's
Where
is
do you see
Before You
your-
still there?
What?
Is Before You still
They're
there?
there.
Yeah.
They make like Before You movies, Before You music, Before You something else. Marathi, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or
Everybody
if
has-
you're entering a gate, you say Before You.
No.
everybody has a Marathi now.
Ah.
Like Sayadri,
The Marathi, you get 30%, 50% you get from government now when you make the film also. There are reasons.
Hmm.
Nice.
We are thinking of making a film, 3 Marathi words, and then we do it in any language after that. Huh? Me Kai Bolto is the film name, and after that, fuck it. Anything you want. German, French, whatever. Who
Oh,
cares? 50% money we've got.
Yeah.
And Kishori Bhai is there. We'll put him in the background.
But this actually happened. So in
Kappa
that,
bus.
in the
Kappa bus.
Mami Film Festival, I
Ah.
was watching the Marathi Talkies segment, which is Marathi short films. And then in one short film, it starts with a man speaking in Hindi. 30 seconds भी हुए नहीं पीछे से 2 आवाज आती है ये हिंदी से है का मराठी है क्या है मराठी फिल्म है ना
But
हिंदी वाला क्या
why
बोलता है
is the character speaking? There must be a reason, no?
So the thing is that character is supposed to be like a Hindi guy, and that is why he was speaking in Hindi.
So
And there
one
were
day they'll make a
subtitles.
film which is authentic, where the Hindi speaking guy speaks Hindi, Marathi speaking guy speaks Marathi, whatever. Everybody speaks the real language. They've
Yeah.
never been able. Even the West doesn't do it. You have the Nazis, with the German accent speaking.
But,
I mean, the moment you speak like this, I'm German.
But I have a
and you speak like this in French. We should do that. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I was asking, like, but for how long can you hold on a conversation in your mother tongue while the other person is speaking in theirs?
No, but if you're
Like
showing
this-
a real portrayal of Mumbai, for example, in one 5-minute scene, it's very possible for 4 languages to play out. Mixed,
yeah.
whatever, hybrid, whatever. And everybody understands it. Because it plays out depending on who you're talking to or whatever.
Mhm.
Nobody ever does that.
Yeah.
They're never willing to do that. They always ultimately become Hindi.
My
mostly.
favorite thing about this entire thing, like when I was caught by the cops, I've told that story, right?
Huh.
At the other station.
Did they give you a happy ending?
Yeah, of course they did. They always do. But no.
I
So
apologize.
they caught me, and then I had to like talk to them, like, and I used up all my Marathi in the
But
first
you
15
speak decent
minutes.
Marathi.
I do.
But under stress, your language
so
skills
he was
get
like,
less.
no, I वडील कुठे आहे काय करतोस ना.
Wow.
So then I was like, I teacher होती. Then suddenly my Marathi just gets lost in the time. I'm like, oh fuck.
But what line
so
of
my
questioning
Hindi-
is this?
It's like, where are you from? Like, background check essentially. Like, if you're caught with something, what's your background like? Are
Yeah,
you worth pushing? Are you a rich
Achha, this is
boy?
before you showed ID and
Yeah,
all that.
yeah.
In the now,
This is when they're checking if you look helpless enough for them to let you go. And I
Exactly.
always pass that test.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you can't drink on our show?
I just had a happy ending on my face.
Yeah, wow. But
Okay.
this story
I
went
think
nowhere.
you're starting to
Your
lose
police
the
stories?
plot when it comes to the term happy ending.
The police story.
Story was that I used up my Marathi so fast.
And then what did you say?
Then I spoke in Hindi after that. So then,
I
So
thought
then
you
they
went
had a problem.
no, they moved to Hindi very fast.
Yeah, yeah.
But then I love that they still used, like, a bit of Marathi in Hindi.
Yeah.
कि तुमको ओळखने का नहीं क्या ये सब क्या
Yeah,
होता है. I'm like, oh fuck, I love that part.
Marathi Hindi is the funniest
Yeah.
language you can. कि मेरा बोट चेमट गया
हाँ.
दरवाजे में ये पाव भाजी पे कोथिंबीर बुरबुराव ना.
I have a theory.
तुम्हारे धोखे में बुसबुसा है क्या? I love that.
I have a theory. The North is trying to Hindify the rest of the country. You bring the poor North Indians here, and all my North Indian friends who come here,
Yeah.
their language skills get worse.
Yeah.
Give them 2 years in Mumbai, and their Hindi becomes worse. They have
Because
to then go
They're
back
like,
and relearn.
they're like chamaat क्या होता है? And I'm like, dude, chata.
Yeah.
They all say apun
Yeah.
and all this stuff, words they've never used in their
But
life.
also, I go to Delhi and I learn new shit all the time.
One sec. A very fat Virat Kohli has come.
Are you wet? Are you wet?
Yeah,
Oh
he's
fuck,
wet.
he is wet. I thought this was a shortcut design.
Okay, listen, we'll have to go to the AMAs quickly because we have to get the next people in because they are. Are we already in the AMAs?
Yeah, we are
Oh.
people asking questions only. Okay, this one is
Last thing you were telling me about Thai lady climbing your back. And,
that,
and
that
next
was
thing,
like 25 minutes ago.
You think?
Yeah.
And
This
after
is- this is
25
a-
minutes, she reached the
Okay,
front.
Cyrus, calm
Go ahead,
down.
go ahead.
You're restricting your own show from getting done. You know what I'm
No, I'm
saying?
damn hungry. I'm waiting. By the way, guys, we have keema, right?
Yes.
And for
Okay, this is a
all the
combo
vegetarians, we also have pav. So it's like for everyone. Yeah, go ahead.
This is why I don't wear headphones.
Hmm.
Ramanathan and Shweta combo question for both of us.
Hmm.
How was the experience of being at Mami,
Hmm.
and what was the feedback that individually you all got for your screenings?
Guests are getting too much footage, no? What's going on?
Yeah, for a change, something's happening in our lives.
Bolo, answer.
Yeah.
You go
Oh, you
first.
go
I've
first, you go
already.
No, it was like I was like, obviously I did a media screening and then the crowd screening. So the media already loved it in the morning, which we saw that
Hmm.
because they were full of questions. Sometimes when it comes to queer shows,
I
they're
think
like,
they paid attention, obviously.
yeah, they take for granted sometimes, but then they were really into the show altogether
Hmm.
because it's the first time that we've gone so much into their lives, and it's an all queer show, which is like very rare. Usually you have shows where one of characters is queer and people get like
I feel
token points.
sidelined.
Is it fiction
Frankly,
or
I
non-fiction?
feel you've
Non-fiction,
overdone
it's a
it.
docu-series,
Okay,
yeah.
docu-series.
I mean, not one straight character in the show is a little
Yeah, the street characters, of course, like
There
there
are,
are
no?
family members
Thank
and all the
God,
street
others,
only.
you're a minority now. This world is just
As it
turning.
should be. Enough
It's
of
really
this.
sad, yeah. Okay.
So, but the response was great. The screening in the evening got a standing ovation.
Oh wow.
What if you become now a very famous writer? Like everybody wants you to write for them.
I don't know.
Would you compromise in your comedy
Let's-
because you're getting paid a lot of money?
Yeah,
and
of course.
writing
Writing is
scripts?
where the money is at. Comedy doesn't pay shit.
So you'll stop doing the
It's
shows.
like, people take money from you for doing comedy nowadays. It's the worst. They're like, rent करने का room आजा 70-30 ऐसा करके.
It sounds like prostitution again.
It
This
is. Come
nonsense.
back to ground zero.
Let's hear her take. You told us about the
Uh,
movie, but what is the reception that you got?
The reception, the thing is, not many people could watch it
Why?
because 3 screenings थे, but पता नहीं for some reason Marathi talkies वाले segment को थोड़ा ignore ही किया लोगों ने. But
In our-
It's also new now
जितने
for the
भी-
first time.
Yeah,
Not
Yeah.
जितने भी लोगों ने देखा, they liked it, and
It's a great film, yeah.
it's a very nice film, and yeah, man, people enjoyed it, and they said it was very funny. Like it was
Next time,
the only funny Marathi film. in that
Screen-
segment. Yeah.
Screen the Marathi films only in Melbourne. Where there's a very strong Maharashtrian community.
Really? In
Very strong. Where
Melbourne?
Anushka Dandekar and
Oh.
all come from.
Wow.
Huge. About 1 lakh, 100,000.
Yeah, they migrated
And
over
they'll
there
all
in big
come.
numbers.
They'll all come. No, they do. They have all events and all that. Indians abroad, all Tamrams, whatever we are, they all have their little communities. They do it very
I
well.
wonder why.
And live in peace. No, that's because they're ostracized. No?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now you know why we are like this.
It's okay. United Nations allowed that. I was all for it.
United Nations can't do shit right now.
They do a little bit here and there. They can talk, which is what we do on the podcast anyway. Okay, last one. Come on, hurry up.
I think we're done.
We're done?
Yeah.
We're ending early?
Wait, one last for Diwali question. What is your
3
favorite Diwali faral or like a sweet dish you'll enjoy?
Farar.
Faral. Okay.
Farar.
but
Say Farar.
I'm not trying. Come on. We have no time.
Mine is Shifali. She was in my 5th standard.
What?
We held each other's puljaris.
What? What do you all hold?
Okay then.
I can't believe he laughs at this. Actually, when you speak to him offline, he's the most well-read guy. And he's got a very liberal mind, Rishi. And then he laughs at the rubbish on the show, like the worst bits.
Yeah.
Like only like a 9-year-old
That's because
nutcase.
he's broken inside. That's
He's
why.
broken. He's
Yeah.
got it spot on. Yeah.
Broke him down.
We've just got a guy who's no longer himself. Okay, sorry. So what's your favorite dish?
Mine is Karanji. I love Karanji in all forms.
Oh.
So soft, hard.
Not Karan J. That's
What?
Karan J, the director.
Who's that?
He's famous. Kabhi Kushi Kabhi Gum.
Oh,
K.
Joe. We don't remember what's his Karanji.
He was Karan J when he was in Malabar Hill. Then he became K. Joe. Once he
Yeah.
moved to Lokhandwala.
Because
They
he's
don't want to say
copying
big
J Lo,
names.
na, that's why.
Really?
Did you see the Coffee with Karan episode?
Yeah, I did.
The
Yeah.
one with Deepika and Ranveer.
No, Baba.
I like
Listen,
how
there's
uske
too much-
baad that another episode.
There's too much live sport,
came.
Naveen. It's not possible now. Get back to me on another month. Sorry?
The Deepika and Ranveer episode, right? I think it was very fun.
It was
Maybe
very-
December.
It was like
But December,
it was
Australia
nice.
season starts. So I'm again, I can't watch all this.
No, let her complete.
Please go ahead.
It was a nice episode. I don't know why people made this whole deal about Deepika being in a situationship. When,
Because, yeah.
by the way, she also mentioned that so was Ranveer, but people conveniently ignored that part. That no, you know what a situationship is. I think we
At
went.
my age, I don't even know what a marriage is. You have no idea what pain is.
You are right there. Yeah. You're close. You're so close to the
marriage
point.
is 7 janmon ka nata. Situationship is 7 bandon ka
Hey,
nata.
Baba,
That's what-
when you guys want to get your marriage thing done and all that, I stood outside the Supreme Court petitioning for you.
You were
by the way.
standing?
No, but in my mind. I was on your side.
I wasn't. That's why. I'm too.
You don't want to get married?
Unbothered.
Mr. and Mrs. Narona?
What?
Whatever. I don't know. What would be correct? I don't know.
Yeah, but we have realized that in the.
Hey, by
in
the
the-
way, what is it?
What?
If you get married to same gender, what is it? Mr. and Mrs.? Yeah, what do you do?
Mr. and Mr. only.
No.
then-
Some people like
yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. also.
the
For
taking
him,
someone's
it would
surname
be,
is the
yeah.
fucking bullshitest fucking thing in the
So
world.
you won't do that.
No.
What's your partner's
I'll
surname?
be like Shilpa Shetty.
What-
You know?
What's your partner's surname?
Tundale. So we have decided that it will be my surname.
Narona.
Narona sounds cool.
I think the judge will pass this on one condition.
Or we give him a happy ending. Chalo. Let's wind
we
this
are
up.
disclaimer: we are not involved in this kind of conversation. We respect every.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
Thank you.
Watch Rainbow Rishta on Prime November 7th.
Yeah.
Let me know.
And
how
hopefully
you
we'll
feel.
get the filmmaker and Naveen in concert with us on
Yeah.
one of the podcasts soon.
And watch Vinso or Scorpion whenever it is out on YouTube. But,
Dinsu is a Parsi name.
Binsu.
Yeah, I'm just telling you.
Vinso!
For the sequel, don't make it Dinsu
Scorpion.
because you'll confuse us.
They should make a right wing Parsi. I
Yeah.
would love to see that.
Got plenty. What are you
Yeah,
saying?
all
Just
5 of them.
Come, we'll go down for a
All
walk.
five.
Okay.
Cool.
So it's
Chalo.
bye bye from all of us, and we'll see you soon again, maybe not so live. Bye.
Thank you.